It's day 12 of the Great Western Adventure, the monologue, where we discuss the highs and the lows of the day. And we started out way in the wrong spot of where we should have been because I messed up the night before and made a huge navigation error. And instead of going east on a county road to all the campsites, we drove essentially due north for about 20 miles, almost to Idaho City. It was definitely a cold night last night because we were up about another 2,000 feet above the plains, but we managed to get everything packed and into the car. And since we were that close to Idaho City, Idaho, we decided to go check up this historic mining town since it was only 2 miles away. And when we arrived right off the state highway, there was this giant public facility that was part tourist information stand and bathrooms. And it was made to look like a old historic mining house. The nice thing is everything was unlocked and they had flush toilets and running water, some hot water even. So we were able to clean up and have our morning bathroom rituals. There were a bunch of historical mining exhibits slash equipment around the same place. So I sent my partner, who's not familiar with this, to go take tour and take pictures. Meanwhile, I walked across the parking lot because I saw what looked like a cafe with an open sign. Didn't have high hopes for it being open, but it was, and it was a classic Western cafe. And the neat thing was they were serving breakfast. And so I picked up a huge hot chocolate for my partner and eggs and ham and sausage and donuts for our breakfast. And this really cheered up my partner, who was kind of down and kind of stressed because of the night before, and several nights actually. She was in a much better mood then. Rested, relieved, and not hungry, we headed south back towards Boise, the 20 or 30 miles that we had gone in the wrong direction. On the way down, I had my partner film the Boise River Canyon, which was, how would I say, it was dramatic, would be the word I would use in this case. We then headed through the eastern suburbs of Boise to the downtown. Took a little while. Which is not a town, it's really a city. Our first stop, after a little bit of circling, was the old railroad station with gardens out front. Now, the station's not used anymore, and the line that runs through it is also mostly a spur. And the station itself is used as an event center, but it has a fantastic view of the downtown area. From there, we circled through the main city park, which has a zoo, lakes, ponds, picnic areas, really a, a natural city park. From there, we tried to get to the Idaho State football stadium and to actually get in because they have a remarkably bluegrass, and I mean blue, uh, for the field. But unfortunately, everything was still locked down. The university was okay, nice looking university. We also then traveled back east along a different road to see the old penitentiary. We debated on going into the botanical gardens, but we just decided, well, for both of them, the admission price was just too high for what we thought we're getting. From there, we fought through the city traffic of downtown. We did make a stop at the state capitol to get a picture of that. And then we headed out west through the suburbs of Boise, through Meriden and Star and Caldwell. And I think it was Meridian that we actually stopped because I was just at that point, I couldn't drive anymore. I mean, the city traffic just wore me out. So we pulled in kind of behind the city hall where there was a park and some shade and some bathrooms. And I just turned the engine off and fell asleep for an hour. From there, finally, we definitely crossed into Oregon, our ultimate destination for the Oregon Trail. For here, we were supposed to do about 40 miles of dirt road down to the south and then do some rock hunting before we headed back north and towards Boise again. However, about 10 miles in, after we crossed one state highway, we picked up a flat tire, and that just kind of ruined our plans. We ended up, we got some help from the local people, but I was able actually to find the leak, and with my tools, I was actually able to plug it, and with the air compressor, able to inflate the tire. That was like, yeah,